Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel. I did so because I found a passage in Isaiah that literally asks, "Who will put this in order for us?" Well, I decided to do that, and so I did. And it became the Book of Zion. But the Book of Zion was a very unique document because it literally depicted everything in my life. It talked about America. It talked about marijuana and the plight of the drug user. Now, I know that you're thinking, the plight of the drug user? What's that got to do with anything? How is a drug user in plight? Well, the plight is the very fact that we're not free in a country that calls itself a free country. We live in a hypocritical nation that says one thing but does the opposite. And it does that in so many ways. And that is why it's going to implode. It's literally going to destroy itself. And justly so, because it's based on nothing more than hypocrisy. Because we have a general election where the people decide who to put in power. Now that's nothing but a popularity contest. The person with the most votes wins. That's the stupidest way that I can think of to run a government, especially when you do it every 4 years. So every 4 years, we roll the dice, playing Russian roulette with our future. Who are we going to give the power to this 4 years? And what is he going to do to us? Well, he sold us to the corporations. And the corporations control us. And it's all in the name of the god money. And if you don't think that this society treats money like a god, I dare you to go into a store, take any item off the shelf, go to the register, and try to legally leave the store without that money changing hands. Without money, nothing works in this society. And money is nothing. Little bits of pieces of paper with pretty pictures on it. That's all it is. But yet we base our entire lives on it. And it does nothing but cause us misery. Or, if you happen to be that 1% who has all the money, it's heaven for you. Or so you think it is. But it's not heaven. Because you have taken your money and destroyed the atmosphere of our planet. And in so doing, you have caused your own demise. Because we cannot live without oxygen. And you're filling this planet with methane. We can't breathe methane. We can't live in an atmosphere of methane and carbon. But we can burn from it because methane is highly flammable, even in the atmosphere. Now, when I realized that, when I realized that the prophecy foretells of a fireball earth, I had to figure out how that could happen. What could be the factual mechanism for a fireball Earth. Methane. That is the mechanism that could very seriously create a fireball Earth, just as the prophecy foretells. And we have filled our atmosphere with methane, and it's getting worse. So, day before yesterday, I made a prediction that Trump would try to pull the election. He did so yesterday. It didn't even take him 24 hours to fulfill the prophecy that I had given. I think that's very ironic and funny. Well, I'm going to make another prediction, and God, I hope I'm wrong. But I'd predict that if what I believe is happening to us is happening to us, that in the very near future, we are going to start witnessing fires in the sky. We will literally see clouds burn. Even now, there's indications that that is building up, that is probably already happening. We just haven't seen it yet. I believe that that's actually what killed that one, what destroyed that one plane that went down over the Pacific that you can't find any evidence of. I don't think you ever will, because I think that it blew up in the atmosphere and it's all disintegrated. I think what happened was that that airplane flew into a loop rope of methane and ignited it and disintegrated the plane in the atmosphere over the Pacific Ocean where nobody would see it. And I believe that that is going on already. And I think that it will become apparent. Somebody's going to catch it on video. They're going to catch an image in the sky of a rope-like cloud structure elongated across the sky that will ignite by some mechanism, perhaps an airplane, maybe lightning strike. But we're going to begin witnessing eruptions of fire in the sky. And that will be the methane being ignited by our airplanes and any other mechanism that could spontaneously ignite it. And that will be your clue. When we start getting reports of fire in the sky, you will know that I'm telling you the truth. It's going to be scary as hell, and it is scary as hell. It should be as scary as hell. Because it's it's a civilization killer. So, everybody with money, well, they're too stupid to believe somebody as poor as me. Because I don't have the academic background that they insist on, that Trump hates so much. Well, you don't have to have a PhD to read a book. And I've read lots of books. And more than that, I have friends who know things that we don't know. Like, we're in for a planetary bombardment within the next 20 years. And that planetary bombardment is going to ignite the methane in the atmosphere. And that's going to create a fireball Earth. And everyone who is on the surface of the planet on that day will be incinerated. That is why we need to create Zion. We need to go to the mountains and dig in and create an inner mountain world that we can live in while the fire rages above us, and to sustain us until the ashes settle. and plants become germinated, and oxygen is returned to the surface. Thank the makers for those fire-starting seeds that will germinate in the aftermath of the methane explosions. But we will be interred in a mountain for about 10 years, while the earth reestablishes itself to sustain life. That is a dire prediction. That is a scary prediction. And unfortunately, that is the prophecy's prediction. That is how the civilization will end, in a fireball. But a third of the population is intelligent enough to understand that maybe they don't want to believe in the methane fireball Earth, but they're gonna believe in the aliens, because the aliens will be right there to prove themselves. Unlike the fictional God Jesus Christ, or any of the other long passed over gods that we call upon on a daily basis. Because every God that we call upon from ancient times is a living being who has a totally different name. Now, the name that you call upon is actually part of the name of the God that you're addressing. But they're no longer that person. They've moved on. They have reincarnated. They have become cloned. They have become different people. And by people, I mean people, not God. Because God literally means those who from the heavens came. They're individual people just like us. Sentient beings whose planet of origin is long gone. Whose planet of origin is across the universe. Because they have traveled from one galaxy to another through time to arrive here. And we call them gods because God literally means those who from the heavens came. So, my God is a living alien being. Not an all-powerful, omniscient, invisible entity. Although I do believe those exist, but that's not the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about our true, ancient gods. Those are the ones that fly around in the UFOs. And thank God that the United States government, and subsequently all the other governments in the world with them, are finally fessing up to the truth that yes, the gray are real. They are here. They've been here. They will remain here. And it's time for you to prepare to meet them face to face. Because that's my job. I have already initiated contact with them. I am already in contact with them. I've already established communications with them. And as per preconceived 3,000 years ago, I am preparing to initiate first contact. And that's important because we need their help to survive the coming fireball. And we're going to need their help to free ourselves of Trump and his minions. Because the prophecy is being fulfilled as we speak. And the Grey's arrival is part of that. So may they watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy, pursue your joy, and become your joy. Stay happy and high if you do drugs. You have every right and reason to. Know that I love you. We'll be together soon in Zion. I can't wait. I'll say later now, because I'll never say goodbye.